Hello, in this video, we are going to review how to estimate products of fractions. That is, how to estimate when you're multiplying with fractions. Sometimes we'll be doing fractions with whole numbers, sometimes we'll be doing mixed numbers. And how you do them are done slightly different. The first three examples are going to be a fraction with a whole number, and they are done one way, while multiplying mixed numbers is done slightly different and a little bit easier. So let's look at problem number 1. We have 1/6 times 25. When you go to estimate, an estimate is you just rounding the numbers to something that you can do easier and quicker in your head to figure out about what the actual answer would be. So for 1/6 times 25, I'm going to leave the fraction alone. I always try to leave the fraction alone and think, what could I round 25 into that the 6 would be able to cross cancel? My best answer was 24. It's really close, and 6 goes into 24. So I'm going to round the 25 to 24. Then I'm going to rewrite 1/6 times 24 and cross cancel. 6 goes into 6 once, 6 goes into 24 4 times, leaving us with the fractions 1/1 first and 4/1 second. When I go to multiply my numerators, I get 1 times 4 is 4. Denominators, 1 times 1 is 1, and 4/1 is just 4. So again, the big thing when doing these problems yourself is knowing what to do. So remember to leave the fraction alone if possible. Then look at the denominator, 8, and think, can the other number, the whole number, 30, round anything that is close to a number that 8 can go into evenly? It must go in evenly for me to be able to do the problem easily, and that's what estimating is supposed to be. You rounding the numbers is something you can do easily. So the closest number that 8 can go into evenly that is next to 30 is 32. So I make it 32/1 and I multiply. So I'm going to rewrite the problem and do my cross canceling, where because I rounded 30 into 32, I can now say 8 goes into 8 one whole time and 8 goes into 32 4 whole times. Then I can rewrite my first fraction is 3/1 times my second fraction 4/1. And you multiply your numerators to get your numerator, and your denominators, which is just 1, get your denominator. And you're left with 12/1, which is just 12. One more example like this. And again, let's see if you can remember what to do before I do it. How would you start problem number 3? I hope you said that you would leave your fraction 3/4 alone and round 39 to something that the 4 could cross cancel with easily that is still close to 39. Hopefully you chose 40. 40 is the closest number to 39 that 4 can cross cancel into. Then you would rewrite the problem and actually do your cross canceling. What would we cross cancel by? Did you say 4? I hope so, because 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 40 divided by 4 is 10. Remember, it's a good idea to circle your new number so you do not lose it amongst all this work. I'm then going to rewrite my new fractions, 3/1 times 10/1. And because we chose the numbers the way we chose them to cancel out, we have each time gotten 30 or 3 times 10. You multiply your numerators, 3 times 10 is 30. And then you multiply your denominators, 1 times 1 is 1, and 30/1 is just 30. So that's how you would multiply when you have a fraction times a whole number. When you have two mixed numbers, it's actually, I think, a little easier. Just round the number to the nearest whole number. 2/5 is closer to 0/5 than it is to 5/5. That's what you're looking for. Is it closer to 0 or 1? If it's closer to 0, then that's going to stay a 6, and 0/5 is just 6. If it's closer to 1, because 5/5 is 1, plus the 6 would be 7, you're really going to turn the 6 and 2/5 into either a 6 or a 7. So is it 2/5 closer to 0, 0/5, or closer to 1, 5/5? Hopefully you said it was closer to 0, 0/5. So 6 and 2/5 will round to 6. And 3 and 6/7 is closer to 4 because 6 out of 7 is almost 7 out of 7. So 3 and 6/7 rounds to 4. And once you round them both to whole numbers, you can just multiply. 6 times 4 is 24. So again, please remember that estimating means round the numbers to numbers that you can do quickly and easily in your head without the need of doing any side work and without the need of a calculator. Thank you.